Friends, this is for those people who think that they love but they don't express and they think it is okay. It is not okay. If you love, you have to express. If you respect, you have to express respect in those terms, whatever terms it is. If you have good feeling about it, express. If you have some bad feeling about it, see what is the right time and right person and right way to express it and express it. Okay. What happens is in the relationships, especially committed relationships, where there are definite expectations. You cannot have, see, it's not about unconditional love ever. See, unconditional love is really different. Okay. That is helpless love, like because you cannot help, so you love. So that is not love. So, anyway, uh, there are conditions everywhere. Okay. Especially in a committed relationship like husband, wife, father, parent, child, and teacher, student, etc. These are all very committed and very established relationships wherein there are definite expectations from each other. You have to fulfill those expectations. So in as part of fulfilling those expectations, you have to express your feelings, especially right feelings. See, wrong feelings, you will have to wait for time, place, and correct way to express, because that might lead to some disharmony. But right feelings, you have love, you don't express it. You see that person is suffering, and you do something to that person to make that person avoid that suffering, but you have not told that to that person. You think you are doing something great, and you are doing something great. This is okay with the babies. That is not you don't need to communicate to the babies because babies are not able to receive your communication as yet. But suppose you do something to your husband. In your mind, you are doing that to the husband, right? That for the husband. It's not for you. You are doing it for the husband. The husband does not know it, but the husband is enjoying the benefit. All along, you see the husband going into trouble. You saved that person the trouble, and you did something. You have appreciated yourself. Everything happened within yourself. That person is completely ignorant about it. Okay. Now you are saying, why should I express it? Because I'm good, I do it. Because I love that person, I do it. Okay, fine. But you still tell that person. This is what is a duty. So committed relationships, you have to fulfill these duties. You have to keep yourself transparent all the time. It's not just when that person asks. That person doesn't even, how will that person ask? Because that person does not even have any idea. So if you did something, you have to tell that person. If you don't tell that person, you are forgetting that that person does not know. So later, when you have some problem about that person, when some fighting happens or some, fighting will happen because you are doing all these things. If you did not, if you everything is clear every day, you are clarifying everything. There is nothing pending on the table, then what is the use for fighting? Fighting means maybe the next circumstances that are new, only those may cause problems, but not the circumstances from the past. But what is happening here is, you know that you are doing so much, you are giving points and marks to yourself, and that person does not know. That person even thinks that you are not doing something. Okay. Even see the husband or the wife, whoever it is, it's gender neutral. So if somebody is thinking that this person ought to do something, my spouse, that person is not doing this discontent is there, that also need to be expressed. So if you don't express that discontent, later you cannot complain that that person has not done it because you did not express that discontent. Okay. She should have known. No. Where are you living? Education system is so handicapped, so stunted. It is so inefficient, inconsistent, insufficient, and all of the education system is designed to make you all a good nut and bolt in the factories of rich people, so that the rich can become richer, and you can from the very dire poverty, you can just promote to be in poverty, and from there to lower middle class, and from there to upper middle class, whatever you think is that middle class, etc. That's all. Education system is not designed to help you climb obstacles in life. Okay, though that is what you expect, but it is not. So don't think that everybody is educated enough to understand what you want. Okay, don't be so presumptuous. So what I'm trying to say is, when you have to express your contentment, you have to express your discontentment, you have to express everything. Manifest in the sense, not things that are not there. Whatever is there, you should tell. Whatever is not there, you should say it is not there. Keep accounts completely clear. Express through language, through words, and additionally through gestures and touch and so many other things. That is only additionally. If you think everything can be conveyed through touch, or everything can be conveyed through some hints or some subtle things, etc., no, please. No, don't be in that real cinema reel ideas. Okay. So if you don't express what you have done to that person never knew it. But when you are fighting with that person next, what happens is, you think that this is how much I did to this person, and this person is behaving like this towards me. But you just forgot that that person never knew what you did to that person. So there is no use blaming that person, and you should not blame that person. It is very, very important that you should not blame that person, because it is you who prevented that person from knowing what you did. If that person knew what you did, that person maybe by now, that person might not have caused the situation that you think that he has caused or she has caused. Okay, so kindly be aware of this and take care. Thank you. All of these things affect your spiritual progress. I'm talking because all of these things affect your spiritual progress. Suppose you have to just sit in meditation from 6 to 7 in the evening every day. This is a simple task. When you sit for meditation, you have to meditate. But if you have a quarrel with your wife, if you're with a quarrel with your husband, or your children are not listening to you, things that are just common sense, people are not able to recognize what common sense is. Okay. You go in your street, in your own street, you have fear of big, big dogs, or you know, so how many problems are there? Or you have a dog, and then you are worried about people complaining about you, your dog, etc. There are various kinds of problems. So every problem matters to your spiritual progress, your spiritual practice. You cannot meditate peacefully and properly, and with a focused mind, if you have these problems. So why is it not a spiritual problem? It is a business of spirituality, that you have your relationships right, you have your material well-being taken care of, you have harmony in this whole world. It is everything is connected to spirituality. We are not progressing in spirituality because all these problems are there. If we are overwhelmed with these problems, overburdened with all these problems, what idiot, I mean, it is just, how do I say, it is just stupid to expect people to progress spiritually when they have so much problems. So we, those people, so big people who think they are teachers, they have to come down to the level of the person who you are talking to, really to the level of that person who they are talking to, and experience sometimes, at least, whatever they are experiencing. Then they will understand what amount of weight it is that all these people have on their minds. And from there, how they will progress in spirituality. You need to take care of this. Only then you are a teacher. Otherwise, you are just something else. Thank you for listening.